There's been a lot of unsolved questions in the anime community. What is the best anime? What is the worst anime? Who is the best waifu? Who is the worst waifu? Who is when? All of those questions are pretty interesting, but the most important one is definitely, what is the perfect length for tights? Today the man of culture Andy will be talking about and comparing different lengths of tights. So this was going to be like a fully scripted video, then I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to write about tights? Like this actually, I couldn't think of anything to write about tights. So I guess it's just gonna be me like, searching up random shit on Google, then comparing different anime girls to each other depending on the length of their tights. So yeah. So while I was doing some researching, I actually found out about a phrase called zeta ryoki. It basically like refers to a different length of tights. Like, because it's, what's the definition of it? It refers to the area of bare skin and the gap between over-knee socks and miniskirts. And the translation of it to English is actually absolute territory. I like that. And it's actually a chart of like the 5 different lengths of tights. Goes from crew, 3/4, high socks, over knee, and thigh highs. So what I did was I chose 4 different harem animes: Haruhi no Session, Saikano, Gotoba no Hanayame, and Nisekoi. And I'm gonna like compare the girls and like that based on the tight length. Because at least for me, whenever I finish an anime, I always have to choose the best girl. And like at least for harem animes, sometimes it's like so fucking close. You have to look at some little aspects. For example, tights. So that's why I chose those 4 animes. So I don't really know why I chose this anime because there's like nothing really unique or different about any of the girls' tights. So I'm gonna just talk about it anyways. So let's start with Yukino. Yukino, she's the main character and she has... what is it called again? Oh, give me a fucking second. Okay, so Yukino either has the 4th or the 5th highest one. It's either... what the fuck is it called again? Oh no. So she has the over knee or thigh highs, and I would say those 2 are probably my favorite ones actually. And even though Yukino, I do like, okay, at one point all 3 of these girls were tied for me, but like after watching season 3 I changed my mind. So now for me it's Iroha, Yuri, then Yukino. But I still like Yukino a lot. She's like an A tier waifu for me. It's just that I like these 2 more than her. But honestly, I think that Yuri will look a lot better in some white tights. Like it kind of fits her personality more for anyone that has watched the show. And Iroha, I think that's probably perfect for Iroha. Like, Iroha's like, she's the playful type, she probably like teases you at times. So, I honestly can see Iroha in like some higher tights, like any that's above her knee. So I think, at least for Snafu, these 3 are like perfect, like the tight length. But I would like to see Yuri in some white tights. Alright, the next anime on the list is Saikano. Now, for Saikano, I think the best girl is Megumi. Like, it's pretty obvious. I like Megumi the most. But the next one is probably Yutaha. And the last is Eriri. Because I'm not really into like the tsundere types. But the weird case is, at least for like my favorite like length of tights, it's the complete opposite of like the order of the girls. Because for Yutaha was actually like a close second. Like I thought about her being best girl just because of her tights. You see that? And like they show it off a lot in the anime too. And as a guy that has tight fetish, I liked it a lot. But for Eriri, I never I don't know. She was never in the best girl conversation for me. And Megumi, that she probably has like the weakest tights, but she is my favorite waifu for some reason. So for Saikano, it's like the complete opposite of like my normal choices. But I would still say Megumi is probably the best waifu out of the 3 or the 5, but no one cares about the other 2. Before we talk about Gotoba, like I just want to talk about this fucking picture. Like, what is this? Like, no disrespect to the artist or anything, but this kind of looks like, when people try to fix Uzaki-chan on Twitter, that's what it looks like to me. Anyways, let's go on to the girls. Alright, these are all the girls from Gotoba no Hanayame. Now, I think this is one of those cases where the tight actually kind of helped me choose who the best girl is. So I believe that Ichika and Nino, there's Ichika. Fuck. What I meant to say was I think Itsuka and Nino are best girls for me because... okay, I wouldn't say it's because of the tight, but like the tight kind of like helps it, you know what I mean? Like Yotsuba has like, normal ones that are like slightly below her knees. Ichika on the other hand, she does not have socks, which is a real case in anime. but I actually kind of like it because you can see a whole leg. Now I think Miku has tights that just like covers a whole leg. The unique case with Nino and Itsuka is that the tights are white. Now, sometimes I believe that white tights are like a lot better than black ones. Unless you're talking about like what Miku wears, like the one that covers a whole leg. Because like the one that YouTuber wears, those are still like considered socks. Like with the black ones that where you can see like the skin, that's hot. But like if it's just like socks, I prefer white ones. And at least for Nino, they showed off her legs a lot in Gotoba, and I like that a lot. So for Gotoba, I believe that Itsuka and Nino are the two best girls, and honestly the tight kind of affects it. Like the tight is... What the fuck am I even saying? Why am I doing this video? Alright, the last anime we're gonna talk about is Nisekoi. I can't really find a good picture of it, so I guess this one is the best one. For Nisekoi, I don't think the tight affected like who the best girl was at all, actually. I thought the best girl was Haru Onodera, and... Wait, actually it kind of does, they have white tights, holy shit. But... I would say my favorite out of like every single one is probably Geogaze, you know, like the one... How long were they? Give me a sec. Okay, so now looking at it, she probably has, I think it was B. What was it? Yeah, Overknees. Now, I do like those a lot, but I would say Chitoge is probably my least favorite girl from Nisekoi. And part of that is probably because of the manga's ending. Yeah. But I don't think for, at least for Nisekoi, I don't think it affects like who I think the best girl is. Because if you look at it, like Onodera and Haru, they have the shortest tights, but they're also white, and I like white tights, so it kind of does affect it. But like, I never. Do you even get to see the tights in the anime? I don't fucking know. No manga's well. So I'm one of those people that believe that if you get into anime, you're probably gonna get like a tight fetish. Like this, if you like anime girls, there's like a 80% chance that you're gonna have a tight fetish. Because like if you're just looking at anime girls all day, there's no way you're like not gonna start liking legs. And for someone that does, okay, when I say I have tight fetish, I mean only in anime, not in real life. Because I kind of fucking like some girls' legs in real life. Just actually most girls' legs in real life are not like anime girls, so it doesn't really look that good. But anime girls, on the other hand, love that shit. How the fuck did I forget about Mai? Holy shit. Okay. Mai's legs. Did she even wear tights? I don't remember that. When did I even watch this anime? What the fuck? Holy shit, Mai was that tall? What the fuck? So I think Mai has the ones that covers whole leg. I like that. I really like that. Okay, another good one I found was Boku Tachi wa Benki We Never Learn. I couldn't really find a good picture for it, so this is the best one I could use. Now... Mafuyu Sensei was the best girl for me, and I think tight-wise too. Yeah, it's the same. But what surprises me is that I forgot this girl's name. Tight-wise, that's probably like one of my favorite ones, but she was my least favorite waifu. Because I'm not really into like, you know, those short girls with big titties type. Like her and Ozaki-chan. But I do like Hestia, so... Another really good one I found was Clannad. I don't know how I forgot about this one. Now the two best girls for me are Kyo and Tomoyo. I almost forgot the name. Now I think partly of why I like Kyo is because of her tights. And like I don't really like anime girls with short hair. I don't know why. And Kyo and Tomoyo have long hair. And like sometimes I like anime girls with short hair, but like with Clannad's anime design, just look at Nagisa. Like most of the characters don't look normal. That's probably why. I'll be completely honest. Like Rin is one of the main reasons why I even want to watch Fate. Like I know the fucking anime. Like I know the fight scenes in Fate are like well animated and stuff, but like just look at this. Like how can any guy resist against that? Like what the fuck do you want me to do? Yeah, I did watch Milo Tights. What the fuck? Oh, so for anyone that doesn't know, Milo Tight is basically an anime just about feet and tights. And it was like 12 AM. I was fucking bored and I binge watched it for some reason. It was shit. Like it was shit. Like for someone that has both of those fetishes, it was still shit. Like Nothing, like legit, nothing happened. When I say nothing happened, I meant nothing happened. Wait, I Kayana voiced one of the characters? What the fuck? Girl who voiced fucking La Latina and Shiro voiced a fucking basically hentai character? Oh no. Feel bad for her. But yeah, when it comes to tights, you have to talk about this manga, Arigat Tights. Now, Arigat Tights is actually one of the first mangas that I've read, and it's like my guilty pleasure manga now. I've read it like 3 times, and like the whole fucking anime is just about tights. Like, this guy doesn't even like girls, he just likes tights. Like, he basically started dating this girl just to like see her tights. And honestly, that's a good move. I would do that too. Alright, since we're talking about like legs and tights, let's just talk about whole life too. I remember seeing this chart a really long time ago, but let's talk about it again. Oh yeah, I remember Coco was my favorite one. Just look at that. And I'll also say Suicide. Is she on this list? Yeah, there she is. Suicide, like she has like skinny legs, but they look really nice. Who else do I like a lot? Oh, Lami, because, okay, give me a second. Just look at this. You know, like when there's like an extra bit of fat like sticking out because of the tights, that's fucking perfect. Now this might be a little bit too much, but like that's fucking perfect. Another one that's like that, like Monica, look at that. Oh, that's perfect. That's like fucking perfect. Look at that shit. Look at that. Actually, Monica is my best girl from DDLC, even though she was kind of fucking crazy, but fucking deal with it. And I think that's it for this video. So like I fucking talked about tights for like half an hour. What the fuck is wrong with me? Like, why did I even make this video? What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh no.